Hey, what is up guys? So I want to talk about the new Soldier 67 because this guy is an absolute monster now that he's gotten a increment of 3 damage on his gun. And I know it's small, but that's a huge deal in Overwatch. When they nerfed Genji's damage, it ruined a lot of the combos that he can pull off. But nonetheless, 3 damage is pretty big because that also multiplies off of headshots. So previously, Soldier 67, he used to deal 17 points of damage, but now he deals 20. In addition to that, his spread has been decreased. So he's going to have less recoil, so to speak. But generally, people didn't burst their gun. I do it once in a while against Pharah's because I want to be more accurate, especially if I just want to get those first few shots on her, just so I can find out what her HP is at. But the new Soldier is an absolute beast. I think he's very, very viable. Now, I'll still argue that compared to McCree, he's not nearly as good. McCree is definitely better, but that's if you're landing all of your shots. On average, most players will be able to do much more work on Soldier than they would be able to on McCree. And if you're God with McCree, then this is irrelevant because McCree is still going to be king as far as DPS goes, because in addition to McCree definitely out DPSing Soldier, as long as, of course, you're landing those shots. The thing is that McCree also offers that stun. So if there's a Tracer, there's a Genji, Sombra, you're going to guarantee those kills, where Soldier generally doesn't guarantee those kills as much as McCree would, because, of course, Soldier doesn't do enough damage. Now, I still feel like his damage is very, very high, but against a Tracer or Sombra, they're just going to go ahead and recall or translocate out, where, again, with McCree, you're going to be able to be like, hey, you can't move, I'm going to right-click, you're dead, fan the hammer, right? But I still think Soldier is an absolute monster now, and you'll see in this gameplay over here later on, after we destroy them pretty hard. This is high-ranked Diamond MMR, and I only die a few times in this game, and the guy after was like, the Soldier made our team quit, because I was doing so much work with Soldier. And I think the thing that Soldier offers, in a sense, is it's kind of a similar gameplay style as Sombra. I've noticed he does so much damage now that what you can do is you can contest areas. So I know it's strange to compare Sombra and Soldier, but the thing that Soldier offers is high mobility, and then he can get behind the enemy line and just deal a bunch of damage now. And then on top of that, he has the ability to sustain, whereas, again, McCree doesn't have that ability. Sombra, you gotta hack a health pack, you gotta go back to the health pack, but Soldier can sit there and he can sustain himself, and he can be, super deep in enemy lines. You can see I'm making it so that Ana can't heal the Reinhardt, and I'm also going behind the Reinhardt over and over again, just causing problems for their teams. And I feel like Soldier just might be a great flanker now. In addition to him having an additional 3 damage, that, if you add it all up, he can do an immense amount of damage. We're talking 1,000 points of damage, granted everything being a headshot, just in his regular clip. Now, I know that's not realistic, but let's talk about something way more realistic here. So, realistically, you're going to be able to shred a tank, and I feel like this is where I really like Soldier, because he absolutely melts Roadhogs. Roadhog has 600 HP, and his gun, if you just land everything as body shot, which is really easy to do against a Roadhog, that's 500 points of damage. You land that Helix rocket, which hits for 120, bam, and that's not even counting any headshots. 1 clip plus a Helix rocket can melt a tank. And I mean, Roadhog doesn't have any shields, but you'll see a lot of times in this gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward just a little bit. This is actually taken from the live stream, but I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it a little bit. And you'll see a lot of times over here that I'm just causing a lot of problems, and I'm split from my team. My team is over there on the top of arches over there, and anytime where there's something like a diva, I can instantly just get out. So you have that high mobility, plus the ability to just completely shred their backline. Ana doesn't really have too good of a chance at killing a Soldier fast enough because he has the heals, and on top of that, if she's aiming down sights to get that hit scan, you're just going to be able to land that Helix rocket, and at that point, she's forced to use her grenade on here. And on top of that, Sombra cannot contest Soldier at all, even if she hacks. Soldier he has essentially double the DPS as her, or double the DPS compared to Sombra. Sombra's DPS is pretty trash, let's just be honest here. But Sombra can't really do too much against our backline. I'm trying to find out where she is over here. You can see I can find her. I'm going to throw down my heal. Someone else comes to the rescue, even though I totally didn't need it. I would have destroyed her, hands down. And the thing that I think makes Soldier so good right now is that small amount of damage. Before it being 17, you have a lot of integers and combos that let you kill someone. Like, for example, Genji, like if he dashes through a bunch of people, like that's 50 points of damage. And, you know, if you happen to have someone else hit him for, let's say, like a 100, a lot of the integers just work in Soldier's favor now because he deals 20 damage instead of 17. Really, really big deal over here. And you can see D.Va just ulted, so I'm able to instantly just be like, okay, D.Va's going to be outside of mech, therefore I can go on their backline. And you'll see a lot of times in this gameplay where I just completely shred the backline. And that's what really Soldier can excel at right now. He can definitely contest and break down the Reinhardt shield a lot easier now because, again, you just empty your clip, that's 500 points of damage, and then on top of that you land the Helix Rocket, that's 120. I try not to use my Helix Rocket too often on the Reinhardt shield if I have a potential to maybe kill someone. But you can see I'm just causing a lot of problems. I'm splitting up from my team, and I think that's really how you play this new Soldier and be a lot more effective because I'm causing so many problems for their backline, and their front line is so busy, you know, trying to, of course, push the payload, and their backline isn't getting the heals because, you know, they're trying to contest me. So I'm able to just cause so many problems for their teams, and I feel like I'm repeating this over and over, but that's really what Soldier excels at right now, and I think he's definitely viable in the game. But I think that if you're a god as McCree, this is irrelevant. But if anyone hasn't played Soldier, I think he's relatively easy to play. The only skill comes to being able to land your Helix Rocket. There's a few times in this where someone's super far away and I'm able to land the Helix Rocket. Sometimes you gotta predict your shot a little bit. It reminds me of playing Halo when you get those rockets across the map. It reminds me a little bit of that. But like once a Reinhardt goes in and their backline is exposed, easy access because D.Va was under the bridge. She wasn't going to be able to really contest me. But you can see this new Soldier is a beast. But I want to know how you guys also feel about the Soldier. Do you guys think he's overpowered? Because there's a few times where I've been in games and people are like, Soldier's overpowered. And I feel like he's easy to play, definitely. The recoil also got changed, so the spread is a lot less. So he's able to fight things much easier now because he's able to, again, burst. You can see over here, I'm actually kind of bursting here because the recoil is just so much better. I'm glad that they changed that because I enjoy playing Soldier once in a while because I feel like, in one sense, you could argue, again, McCree can carry much harder, but I just don't have the skill to land those headshots every single time as McCree. Most people don't. Even a body shot against some heroes, for example, landing body shots against some smaller, more slim characters, for example, let's say like Tracer from super far away, it's not the easiest thing to do consistently to hit them, but with this new spread change, it definitely makes it a little bit easier for some of the players that just don't really want to go for the burst. Because I think most people will just hold down the left click, and myself included. A majority of the time, I will just hold down that left click, unless you know, someone's super far away and I know that they're at 1 HP. I'll stop and then I'll just go ahead and fire and get that precise shot. But for the most part, don't really worry about that. But yeah, the new Soldier, very good, and I like that the changes that Blizzard is implementing into the game. They're making everyone just super viable for the most part. But we'll have to wait and see if Sombra gets a buff, because I feel like she kind of needs a buff. But look at that, the entire team on fire. Completely destroyed them on the first point. And what's cool is over here, you'll see the guy types in chat that the Soldier, he said like my team quit or something like that because of the Soldier. And I was doing so much work against their backline, causing, again, problems. Kind of like how similar to Tracer would cause the team to be like, someone get to Tracer, man! Because, you know, it's very annoying to deal with a hero that's zipping in the backline. But on top of that is you have sustain. So not only do you cause problems to the backline, but they can't contest you. Like, who can contest a Soldier at that top point? Relatively easy. The like one time I died, and you can see over there someone's at 76. I think you made my team leave, and yeah, the new Soldier is good. But like that Anna on their team was really focused on me, and they couldn't kill me, and they were having to use the healing grenade on themselves to keep themselves alive. Oh, do I think oh, wait, do I have a loot box? Okay, I was gonna show a loot box, but anyways, I just want to end off this video by asking you guys if you guys think Soldier needs a nerf, or do you think other heroes need a buff? Because I feel like Anna is really strong in the game, and if she put me to sleep, she did like I think once, but if she puts you to sleep, obviously you're pretty much useless for a little bit, and someone can follow up. But I really like Soldier, and you can see people are blocking in Soldier, and I'm okay with that. Before, I was like, dang, we got a Soldier in the team. I would much rather have a McCree, or I'd much rather have something else. but I definitely think Soldier has a place in the meta of the game. However, in the very high competitive scene, I feel like Soldier still isn't necessarily as good as what other heroes have to offer. We're talking very, very high level. That guy, yeah, he's plat. Well, we get the one plat guy. Welcome to my luck and rank, right? But I feel like in very, very high ranked, Soldier can still definitely be okay, but he doesn't have that ability like McCree that can carry, like a Widowmaker that's like godly to super, super hard carry. But those are my thoughts. You guys let me know if you guys think that he needs a nerf or a buff, and I feel like I've mentioned that probably 3 times in this video. But also, in addition to that, I feel like Sombra still needs a buff. I have some really good gameplay I'll upload for you guys of me and a D.Va comboing with Sombra. It looks like we were god tier, like stats, like all this was planned. This guy was a random guy that we played with, and he was Korean, so he couldn't follow up on callouts. But every time I ulted as Sombra, they were good ults too. The D.Va would follow up with a self-destruct, and it just looked so dang good. But I'll give you guys the gameplay really soon. But Soldier, man, that new Soldier 76, pretty dang good and pretty competitive. But anyways, that's it for the vid, guys. Thanks for watching, and I am signing out.